Carrie Underwood has come a long way since she first auditioned for American Idol, and today she's one of country music's most successful stars. But although Underwood is enjoying her life in the limelight, there's still a lot many people don't know about this hugely talented entertainer. In 2005, Carrie Underwood became the 4th winner of American Idol, propelling her to a level of fame beyond her wildest dreams. But when Underwood first appeared on the show, she was still a college student at Northeastern State University in Oklahoma. When she began her Idol journey, in fact, she was just 3 credits shy of graduating, with just 1 semester left to go. According to People magazine, Underwood promised she would return to Northeastern and complete her degree at some point, telling the magazine that she was planning to capitalize on her newfound fame and all the opportunities it presented. She said, "This is my time to see the world. Home will be there when I get back." Underwood made good on that vow in 2006 when she graduated magna cum laude with a bachelor's degree in mass communications. Northeastern even permitted her to use her time on Idol as an internship credit, making up for her missing semester and allowing her to graduate. She told People magazine, "I've obviously done enough with television. There was my internship right there." In a 2015 interview with Us Weekly, Underwood revealed 25 things that fans don't know about her, and one of them was a little bit of an eyebrow raiser. She told the publication, "I'm a bit of a doomsday preparer. Make fun of me, but we'll see who survives the zombie apocalypse. If zombies do rise up, Underwood will know just how to deal with them, as she's a hardcore fan of AMC's The Walking Dead." Underwood has been vocal about her love of the show over the years, including tweeting out her excitement at meeting the show's star, Norman Reedus, in 2014. During a 2017 appearance on Today, Underwood even said she'd be open to taking a walk-on part on the show, but would rather play a zombie than a hero.
It's super fun, but you do sign up for hours in a chair.
I mean, I do that anyway.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood is actually a pretty big fan of horror in general. In a 2006 interview with Kids World, the singer was asked to name her favorite movie. She responded, "I love horror movies, so any old horror movie like any Halloween movies or Nightmare on Elm Street." Underwood's appreciation of horror has made its way into her own artistic endeavors, with the music video for her single Two Black Cadillacs being inspired by Stephen King's Christine. In the novel, which was adapted into a 1983 film, a haunted car terrorizes its victims in much the same way that a car hunts down and kills people in Underwood's video. In a behind-the-scenes interview about the making of the video, Underwood elaborated on her passion for Stephen King stories.
My mom was such a huge fan. I guarantee you she's read everything he's ever written. I would borrow her books and read her books.
Before going ahead with the video, Underwood even insisted on receiving King's blessing first.
I told him I would never want to do this if you didn't sign off on it first.
It seems that Underwood is also a fan of science fiction, or the star of one particular sci-fi TV show at least. When she revealed those 25 facts about herself to Us Weekly, one of the secrets she shared was that she has, in her words, a massive crush on Patrick Stewart, noting, "Always have, always will." Soon enough, the Star Trek actor caught wind of Underwood's crush and responded with a tweet, noting that, "Carrie Underwood's words excite me more than the solid results of my recent bone density scan." Underwood replied pretty much how anyone else would, tweeting, "Freaking out right now. He knows I'm alive. Play it cool, Carrie. Play it cool." But it isn't just Patrick Stewart that Underwood loves about Star Trek. In her Us Weekly piece, she shared the one superpower that she'd pick above all others, saying, "I would choose the power of teleportation. Travel these days is so stressful. Beam me up, Scotty." In 2010, Carrie Underwood married hockey star Mike Fisher. Before she met Fisher, however, Underwood's more famous partners included Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo and Gossip Girl's Chace Crawford. Speaking with OK Magazine in late 2007, Crawford neither confirmed nor denied the two were an item, simply saying, "We're just hanging, having a good time, dating around. It's good." Apparently, however, the relationship didn't last long. In April 2008, Underwood confirmed the pair had split, and that they did so in kind of an awkward way. The star told Extra, "We broke up over text, so it's like, peace out. I don't know why it's all out now. When you break up with somebody and then like 2 months later it comes out, it's like you're rehashing old stuff." Shortly after, Underwood elaborated on their breakup, telling People magazine, "We've parted ways. I actually haven't spoken to him in over a month. You date to figure out what works and what doesn't. You've got to go through a lot of doesn't before you find the one that does. When Underwood competed on American Idol, the show still had its original trio of judges: Simon Cowell, Randy Jackson, and Paula Abdul. Of the three, Cowell was indisputably the most outspoken, earning the nickname Mr. Nasty for his blunt, unvarnished, and occasionally hurtful assessments of aspiring idols. When Kids World asked Underwood in 2006 to single out her favorite judge of the three, however, her answer was a little unexpected. She confessed, "Surprisingly enough, I think I'd have to say Simon. He was always in my corner. From past years, I always felt like he said what it was, and that was it. But I respected his opinion a lot just because I felt he was paid to tell the truth." More than a decade later, Cowell reunited with Underwood when she received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2018. In his speech, Cowell recalled predicting that Underwood would become American Idol's most successful alum.
And I think it was after you sang Alone where I made a prediction that you will become the best-selling Idol winner, which you are.
Before her experience on American Idol, Carrie Underwood grew up in the small town of Chakota, Oklahoma. And in Underwood's family, traveling was done on wheels, not wings. During a 2019 appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, she revealed that up until her time on Idol, she had never actually been on an airplane. Admitting she was actually a little freaked out by air travel, Underwood told the late-night host that hadn't really changed either.
What was that first experience of being on a plane? Because that can freak you out, right?
Yeah, I mean, it still freaks me out.
In fact, Underwood actually missed her connecting flight to Los Angeles and feared she wouldn't make it there in time for the taping of American Idol.
I'm like on the phone with whoever our contact person was, and I'm like, please don't kick me off the show.
Carrie Underwood's hit single Before He Cheats became the breakthrough crossover hit that cemented her status as a bona fide country music star. And while the song has become closely associated with Underwood herself, the songwriters behind Before He Cheats originally intended for the track to be recorded by another singer. Speaking with The Boot, songwriters Josh Keir and Chris Tompkins revealed they were trying to pen a track for singer Gretchen Wilson, who had burst onto the scene with her hit Redneck Woman. Tompkins admitted, "I never would have thought that Carrie Underwood would record it." Keir went on to explain, "When we were writing it, we were actually trying to keep it humorous. But when Carrie got hold of it, she just did it so well and really made it her own. We expected it would be a little more lighthearted, but when we heard it, we thought, wow, she really drove it home." In an interview with A Taste of Country, Underwood was asked if she ever finds herself with one of her own songs stuck in her head. She admitted, "I do, and that's embarrassing because I sing, and I don't realize it if I'm in the store or something. I'll whistle or I'll sing, and I don't even realize that sound is being produced from myself." Whenever Underwood catches herself singing without realizing she's doing it, she says she becomes horribly embarrassed. When it comes to wanting to listen to her own music, however, she revealed that it really does depend on the song and the situation. If one of her songs pops up on the radio while driving, for example, she said, "If it's the first time I've heard a new song on the radio, I turn it up, because that's a moment. You remember where you were or where you were headed when the first time I heard this song on the radio was." That doesn't hold true for all her tracks, though, Underwood explained. "But if it's like a song I've heard a million times, I'll probably change the channel." Not only is Carrie Underwood a longtime vegetarian, but she's also a sexy one, or at least that was the verdict of a number of polls undertaken by PETA. The organization voted Carrie Underwood as PETA's sexiest vegetarian in 2005 and again in 2007. In an interview with PETA, the star said, "I quit eating beef when I was about 13. I do it because I really love animals and it just makes me sad. I don't like to watch commercials where they have meat. It weirds me out." In an interview on VH1's Behind the Music, Underwood revealed that she had first begun to question meat when she saw her parents castrating calves on their farm. After that, she was pretty much put off eating beef for life. She explained, "I was horrified and sad, and I just couldn't believe that this was happening in our pasture." In January 2019, Carrie Underwood and her husband Mike Fisher welcomed their second child, son Jacob. They'd previously welcomed their first, Isaiah, in 2015. As Underwood later revealed, however, there was some hidden heartbreak on the road to those happy arrivals. She had 3 miscarriages in the course of 2 years. Speaking with The Guardian, Underwood revealed how that experience inspired her song Cry Pretty from the album of the same name. She said, "I was still trying to do my job and put on a smiley face and be Carrie Underwood, and then I'd go home and fall apart." She admitted that singing Cry Pretty as well as the other songs that were inspired by her miscarriages was difficult, yet therapeutic. She also noted that the experience was not something that she was easily able to shed. Underwood explained, "I will always mourn those children, those lives that were a shooting star, a breath of smoke." At the same time, Underwood was also celebrating the birth of son Jacob, whom she described as incredible and the sweetest little baby. She shared, "At the time it was awful and it still hurts, but it's kind of like, okay, I have this." In 2019, Underwood sat down with The Guardian ahead of her performance at the famed Glastonbury Music Festival. In the piece, new mom Carrie Underwood was described as enjoying a glass of Cabernet Sauvignon during her interview backstage after a show. She admitted, "It's a treat for me because normally I go straight to my bus and I have a crying baby." As she explained, her husband and their 2 sons had joined her on tour. This, she said, happened to lead to some unusual sleeping arrangements on the tour bus. Underwood revealed, "I actually kicked my husband out of the bed and he sleeps on the couch up front. It's just a lot easier to wake up in a moving bus and grab the baby and feed him." At the end of the interview, Underwood poured herself a glass of wine before heading back to the bus, but not before pointing out that women really do it all, and in high heels no less. She said, "I'll be waking up at God knows what time in the morning feeding my baby. No one else can do that, and I'm proud of that." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite celebrities and musicians are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.